What's up, family? Welcome into another edition of Make Every Second Count Live with me, your host, and international award winning Make Every Second Count speaker. Each and every time I say that, it's just like, wow, I can't believe I'm actually doing this. And this is my job, and I get paid to do this stuff. And it's just amazing to me that you can do what you love. And so many people in the world don't do what they love. And I really want to show people that choosing love is the way of life. And that's what my guest tonight, Joshua Barrett, was supposed to do. But I don't know where he is. And that's okay because I understand people have things that come up and life happens, I guess. So I am here by myself tonight, and we are going to go about this tonight, and I thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you give me a minute here, I'll pull this up on my phone so I can see who is watching with me. Oh, hi, Dad. It's good to see you on here. I just talked to you a minute ago, and my guest said that, or didn't, he hung up on me when I tried to call him, and I can't get a hold of him since. So, oh well, stuff happens. But I'll show his comment there. So, if you guys would do me a favor, please, please, please share this episode out. Hey, Robert, it's good to see you tonight. Invite all kinds of people to watch it. Even tag your friends in the comments. We love seeing that. And if you would, please, please, please hit that thumbs up. Make sure you hit that thumbs up, that heart, that frowning face, that cry face. Hey, you can even get mad at me. I don't care. Just help me track the algorithm on one of the socials that I'm on. And please keep the comments coming. I want to have more of a conversation than just make a presentation. So I would appreciate it if you kept those comments coming so I can read them. So, but as I said before, Robert, my guest didn't show up. So I'm going solo tonight. So we are going to be going over my 5 key points to make every second count. Now, you might say, well, this is your go to, Jeff. You always do this. And yes, I do. It's true. This is my go to. I go to this a lot. But I think it is so important that you guys actually realize these things because I had to go through something that I hope nobody has to go through to learn these things. So I want to teach them to you so you don't have to go through what I went through. So I will go ahead and tell you that when I was 17 years old, I was in this car accident. I actually spent 2.5 months in a coma and 3.5 in the hospital. I was told I would probably never walk again. And I had to relearn to do everything. And over that time, I didn't just go through that stuff. I grew through that stuff. And that's what you have to do in your life. You have to grow through things in your life because if you don't grow through them, you'll keep repeating those same things over and over and over again and until you get that lesson that one adversity is supposed to teach you. So when I was going through the hospital, and even now, I'm doing physical therapy, but in the hospital, I did physical therapy, I did occupational therapy, I did speech therapy, and I did recreational therapy. And let me tell you one thing, these aren't a lot of fun. They're extremely painful, and they make you do the same things over and over and over again, very repetitive. And it's not much fun because, yeah, if you've ever worked in a factory, you might know about repetitive work. So, but I I came to realize some things in my life, and some things that I wish I would have known before I had to go through what I went through, because it would have been a lot easier if I knew these things previously. So I thought I would teach these to people. So I'll show you the picture again, and then I'll show you the 5 points. So the first one is, before my accident, I had abilities that I took for granted. Now, you might be thinking, well, that's cool, Jeff. Well, you see, I played pretty much every sport imaginable. I played baseball, I played basketball, I played football, I played soccer, I rode BMX, I even played golf and hockey and two other leagues of soccer a year. I was quite the athlete, quite active in life. And let me know in the comments if you have ever played any sports. Let me know what you guys like to do. But I'm not talking about those kind of abilities. I'm talking abilities that each and every one of us have. Well, not us. Each and every one of you have. Well, I had them, so I guess us actually works. So I'm talking turning your head from side to side. I'm talking the sight. I'm talking hearing. I'm talking smelling or smell or whatever. I'm talking talking. I'm talking swallowing. I'm talking eating. I'm talking walking. I'm talking sitting up on the edge of the bed without being assisted. Those are the kind of abilities I'm talking about. And chances are, if you're typing on your phone or your computer or your tablet right now, you have things in your life that you can be thankful of. And I learned something else. If you're thankful for everything in your life, then nothing but happiness can grow out of that. So I want you to remember that. Take no abilities for granted. Now, my number two is that I always wanted all kinds of things, but I wasn't thankful of what I already had. You know, my parents lived in a nice neighborhood. We had lots of kids in our neighborhood. I was able to go outside and play at any time because we had lots of area outside to go out and play. And we had lots of kids around to go out and play with. And it was a safe neighborhood. They had nice cars, they had good jobs, they made good money. But I always wanted them to have nicer cars, to have TVs in the back. I wanted them to be rich. I wanted to be able to walk around in Louis Vuitton shoes or Rolexes on my watch and them drive Bentleys around town. And I wanted more kids in my neighborhood to go out and play with, higher quality of kids to go out and play with. I wanted more space to go outside and play. I wanted the weather to be amazing at all times, but I wasn't thankful of what I already had. You see, I had those things, just not as fancy as I wanted, but I had those things. I had parents that loved me. They allowed me to go out and play every sport that I could. They made time to come to my games. What else can you ask for? Parents that provide for you, parents that are there for you, parents that let you do everything that you want to do. I don't know what else a kid can really ask for in life. And I tell you this, you have things that you can be thankful of. And those things might seem like, I'm just laying down in a bed right now. You know how many people don't have beds? You know how many people wake up on sidewalks without heat, without cooling, even without a blanket or a pillow? You have things you can be thankful of. So stop taking them for granted. Appreciate what you have because it can all be taken away in the blink of an eye. So, my number 2, don't forget, I wasn't thankful of what I had at the moment. So be thankful of what you have. My number 3 is life is a gift. A precious, precious gift that you can never, ever take for granted. Why? Because it can be taken away in the blink of an eye. I want you to do me a favor right now. I want you to blink your eyes one time. How fast is that? Does anybody know? Can you do that really quick? Now tell me, how fast is that? I'm curious. Because that's how fast your life can end or change, or somebody else's life can end or change, and that can affect you in many, many ways. You know, I've lost all kinds of people in my life. I've lost my grandparents. I've lost my mom. I've lost friends. I've lost other family members. And they were just gone. If I wanted to tell them something, that message is still inside me because they never knew it. So if you love somebody, tell them you love them. If you appreciate somebody, tell them you appreciate them. If you want to do something, do it now. People always are getting ready to live. But the thing is this right here is the only moment that is guaranteed. You can walk out the front door after this show or walk out of wherever you are and be hit by a car. Or be something fall out of space and land on you. That would be rare, but it's possible. You could have a brain aneurysm sitting where you are right now. So don't take these seconds for granted. Don't take this life for granted. Know that you are here now. Tomorrow, not promised. Might never come. And in fact, if you think about it, tomorrow never comes anyways. Because as that second approaches, it becomes right now. So tomorrow actually never comes. So remember that life is a gift, a precious, precious gift that should never be taken for granted because it's not guaranteed and it can be over in the blink of an eye. So, my number 4. Thank you, Robert. I appreciate you too, my man. My number 4 one is never, ever, ever, ever give up on yourself. People are going to tell you that you can quit. In fact, people are going to give you permission to quit. But there's one good thing about that. You do not have to take that permission. The only person that can truly hold you back in your life is you. Nobody else. They can try. They can discourage you. They can tell you that it's not going to work for you because they tried it and it didn't work for them. But they can't make you quit. The only person that can do that is you. Think about that. Am I lying right now? If anybody has any comments about me lying right now, or tells me that how somebody else can force you to stop doing something you truly want to do, put it in the comments. I'd like to see what you have to say about that. So I'm going to tell you a little story. So after my accident, in the hospital, coming out of a coma, and I was riding in a wheelchair. I was being pushed in a wheelchair. I was unable to use my arms, but I was being pushed. And they told me, yeah, you can quit this therapy thing anytime now. People live every day riding in a wheelchair and they're happy. There's that permission to quit. But I said no. I'm so, so, so beyond thankful that I said no. So I got to the next point of walking with a walker. And again, they told me, Jeff, this is amazing. You're farther than we expected you to ever get. You can quit this therapy thing now. People live every day walking with a walker and they're happy. There's that permission to quit. I said, yeah, they probably are. I could. You're right. But no. And I'm so glad that I said no. So I got to the next point of walking with a cane. And everybody was excited. Everybody couldn't believe what I had accomplished. In fact, I was being called a miracle all over the place. But I saw that for myself. I saw more for myself. And again, they told me I could quit. People lived every day walking with a cane and they're happy. I said, yeah, you're right. I could. But no. And I'm so glad I said no. Because after a while longer of going back to therapy and struggling and fighting with all kinds of things, I got walking unassisted. No walker, no cane, and I wasn't riding in a wheelchair. I was just there walking by myself. Nobody could believe it. And honestly, I probably had a little bit of a hard time believing it myself. If I wasn't doing it, I wouldn't have believed it myself. So, again, though, they told me, Jeff, you've done it. You can finally quit this therapy thing now. People live every day walking unassisted and they're happy. I said, yeah, you're right. It's awesome. I can't quit. But no, I'm not going to quit. I'm not giving up on what I want in life. I'm not going to give up on myself. And I am so glad I said that. Because you see, I'm going to run. Nobody can stop me from running except for me. And that's the same in your life. Nobody can stop you from doing anything you want to do if you refuse to quit. If you say, no, I'm not quitting. No, I'm not giving up. I'm going to achieve more. Then you're going to achieve more. So never give up on yourself. Never. Don't even think about it. Because that's just not the way we go about things in my world. So I want to say hi to Chuck Black, who is watching from my hometown of Piqua, Ohio. And I want to say, and then I want to say, Robert, I see all your comments. I thank you so much. Yes, learning to say no is powerful, but learning to say yes to the right opportunity is also powerful, because knowing the difference between which opportunity is the challenging thing. And you'll learn eventually, and I'm sure you probably have, that saying no is smart at times, saying yes is smart at times. So, back to my points. And we've gone through the first four. I will recap them quickly here. So, the first one is take no abilities for granted. The second one is be thankful of what you already have. The third one is life is a gift. Don't ever take it for granted. The fourth one, never, ever give up on yourself, because you can do anything, but you can't quit. So the fifth one is I learned I could make every second count. And if I can, everyone can. Yes, that means you and you and you. And yeah, you, the guy back there, yeah, he can do it too. So there's 86,400 seconds in a day. And yeah, that's a lot of seconds if you didn't gather that from my statement. But people ask me all the time, how can I make each and every one of them count? I say it's not hard. If you just remember the first 4 points. it becomes a lot easier at that point. If you're thankful of everything, remember, only happiness can grow out of that. You can't be sad and grateful at the same time. You can't be mad and grateful at the same time. And for the people that are saying in the background right now, well, how is being thankful and being grateful the same thing? They are the same thing. Thankful and grateful mean the same thing. So I just don't want you to get confused by the changing of terms there. And I'm sorry for that. But I have a little gift for you that I want to tell you about. Now, if you give me just a second here, I forgot I gotta change my banner here. So, all right. This is called Make Every Second Count, a 1,500-hour journal. Now, a lot of you might be asking, what's the significance with 1,500 hours? Well, I'm glad you asked. Well, you didn't, I did, but you get the point. So, 1,500 hours is actually 9 weeks. And this is a 9-week journal. 9 weeks to assist your mindset, to assist you and help you learn how to make every second count. Each week inside this journal is over a different topic. And it will show you the things that you have to be grateful for. It will show you how you can be grateful. Ways that you can be grateful and ways that you can express your gratitude. But I have a special gift for you. So right now, if you go to my website at www.jeffmarconetjr.com/journal, you can download the entire first week of that journal for free. All you have to do is enter a little information and you can download the first 7 days of that journal for absolutely free. No charge. And if you love it, you can actually purchase the journal there on the same page. And if you hate it, you can throw it away. But you have to do one thing for me. If you love it, you have to tell all your friends about it. If you hate it, just throw it away and let it go. Don't tell anybody that you hated it. But go download that. Remember, that is jeffmarconetjr.com/journal, and that is JeffMarconetejr.com/journal. And I want you guys to have a great night, but I need you to do me a favor this week, next week, and for the rest of your life. You have to make every second count. Why? Because you never know when those seconds will run out on your one life. I'll see you guys back here next Tuesday, 7 p.m. And until then, have a great week, and I will see you later. Thanks, Robert. You have a great one too. Bye.